vibe, this honey dripping down my skin. Come feel my vibe, the undercurrent love affair that you...
So, we've talked about before that jazz and then pop, that you've kind of leaned more towards that as the years have gone on, just because of the opportunities that you've had and everything. So do you think that he has been, influenced you in pushing you in towards that direction?
Definitely. I mean, even it's going to sound crazy, but he was going to a school that had a jazz band. The guy who really inspired him and was kind of the music supervisor on all the jazz ensembles and stuff, and that he's now one of my best friends, and we play together. We play jazz together and do stuff together all the time. And I know that's not direct Esh, but I would go and I would see how deeply he loved it and how it opened up his world. And I was also listened to it more, and also, again, it has to do with that non-judgment thing. I would get encouraged, sometimes even just at home alone with Esh, to just sing something. And it would be like, oh, why not just sing it? It's okay. Yeah.
So do you think that we'll ever see a professional collaboration between the two of you on stage?
Wow. Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That sounds like a very beautiful thing.
Telling me, I'm going to write this out for you and I need you to sing this and da da da. And also we say, let's record a CD together someday. Yeah. One of my favorite things is singing with him. There's something about the way he sings and how, I don't know if it's the genetics just being connected there. Or it like I'm in heaven.
That's truly beautiful. So this is kind of, we were talking about goals earlier, and how depending on the person they can help or hinder people. Winning a Grammy could be somebody's goal. So what was it like when that happened for you?
So it's so funny that you asked this because it's Grammy season again. And I see a lot of my friends who have written some exceptional music, and I've been a part of their CDs, and I know that there's been I think this year I'm like on 3 that are for your consideration. And I'm seeing from their angle, because they're good friends, how much they're putting into the process of the whole PR and the this and the this and the this, which is great. I wish the world for all of them. They're really just incredible artists. It's interesting because I was in a completely other world with this first Grammy. I had no, and that's again, it has to do with that place of wanting to do what you and I talked about before. It was really from wanting to do some good art, and then beyond that, and I kept taking risks. I kept taking risks for the composer, for like spending my money. I don't even know that I knew what Grammys were. I really honest. Just I want to do good work and be involved in good art, and stage after stage. And then there was a recording, and there was like, that's it. Yay, that was amazing. Oh, and now I'm getting some performances of the piece from it, which is unbelievably amazing, because that's what I want to do. I want to work as a performer. And then even the day that I got invited, and I didn't even go to the Grammys. Eshy was 2, something like that, 3, maybe 4. And I was like, I want to be with him. Oh, I want to spend time with him. And I think I went to lunch with him and a girlfriend. Anyway, so it's in that same way. It's like if the goal is encouraging you, if something is encouraging you, do it. If something is putting undue anxiety and stress and even shifting your personality where you're treating other people not in the nicest way or yourself or somehow, then I'm not sure that's the way to live life. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I'm just not sure. And also, again, it's so personal, but for me, the whole magical experience of life has been always very, very much in synchronicity. It's not so much because of this planned path that I've set. And I'm sure it's very different than some. I'm sure some people really have a capacity to say, this is exactly how I need it to look and what needs to be done, and then they do it. But that's really not how I've experienced the beauty and the kind of mystery of a lot of the things that happened to me in life, including this Grammy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're coming up towards the end of my question, but how has being Jewish affected you as an artist? Affected you as in your writing, in your performing, like positives or things that you've had to learn, anything like that?
I'm not very much in a religious sense Jewish.
In a holistic sense.
But I am very Jewish.
Yeah.
Very much a Jew. And I mean, it just has to do with the way you choose to look at things, right? With where you choose to focus. And I've seen that there's been a lot of kind of ancestral and traditional light that's come into my life from the connection of that religion. And some of it has to do with the languages that I've been surrounded with some of the melodies that I've heard throughout my life, whether it's more from the Ashkenazi or my father's mother was from Greece, and she's Sephardic, for whoever knows what that is. And it's kind of more Middle Eastern Jewry. And she used to sing these kind of what we call Ladino, which is, it's the Jews in those parts, they spoke Spanish mixed in with kind of Hebrew and wherever they were. And music was very Middle Eastern. She used to walk around just humming to herself. And there's something in that music that just, it's like goes straight boom, you know. I got no choice. Yeah. And also, I guess, I mean, in wanting to again open up my spirit and my heart to everything, to all peoples, to all faiths, to everything, and to really not have such strict kind of myopic ideas about the world, but rather something that goes beyond in the connection to the world.
So the last question, it's always the last question in an interview, but what do you think is next for your career?
I have no idea.
No idea?
Yeah, Whatever it is, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to whisper it to you. We'll see. We'll wait and see. I know I would love to do more recording. I absolutely. There's things I love still in the vein of what I used to do. Soundtracks, whatever it is. I'd love to sing for some video games. I'd to perform again and do premieres and do these kind of things. At the same time, I think what I would love is to find a way to give more and make it kind of maybe not framed so much, but some kind of river that really finds its way. I have a very, very deep, you and I have talked about it, but I have a very huge place in my heart for children.
Yes.
And for nature, for trees, for our Mother Earth. And there may be a new song coming in that direction. And I don't know how those things will be integrated, but I know that they will. That somehow the essence of music and art and the wish to just give some comfort and light and help, maybe also even practical help, and learn more about things in order to do that in a more holistic kind of way, whether it be through teaching or some programs that I develop. I'm not sure, but it's cooking down there. I really don't know exactly what it is.
So have you seen this this kind of pause that all artists have had to do, not only yourself, that because of COVID? For you personally, since you don't know where you're going next and you're kind of up in the air at the moment, do you see this as kind of like a stewing point where you're kind of just consolidating everything that's happened prior to then either go in a new direction or just continue jetting on forward even further in the direction that you were already going?
I see it as an opportunity to surrender more willingly to the unknown. And to just really be in a space of self-connection, both as a human being and while I'm doing my art, which I'm still a human being.
Yeah.
Right? I know I'm a creative. I'm not going to stop creating. I'm just really it's if that impulse is there, and I just know that's absolutely who I am. But exactly what's going to get created, I really don't know, and it's really has been this opportunity of being excited about not knowing it. And learning to embrace to really be more interwoven with the trust that I do have in the way that this universe is. I'm not sure I'm answering your question, but
no, I think that was definitely a good answer. So that's it for my questions. Thank you so much for doing this interview. I know it's been a long. We just passed the 1 hour mark.
Good.
But thank you again for your amazing answers, in-depth answers, and I really appreciate you giving your time.